Introducing first, bringing it over the line, 353 pounds, Chris Cruz, and the Funny Man, Devin Blaze, and they represent the Snack Attack.
Chris Cruz, the jack of all trades, alongside him, the demented, tormented, funny man, formerly known as Devin Blaze. He'll be going up against Team Mack Attack. A 2-on-2 matchup. Mike Montero is not at ringside from what I'm looking at, and I'm not quite sure how that's going to factor into this matchup. They call themselves a tag team all they want. These guys are a trio of Satan's disciples, if you ask me, donned in the red and black. Not customary the Renegade colors, not the least bit.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Want to see it?
And your opponents, taking it away from the Monster Mack Academy at a high weight of 428 pounds, training number 1, Monster Mack from Mack.
Devin Blaze wanted to show me his card. I don't know what that means, but I declined.
Good move, Massey, good move. Even before joining the Stack Deck, Devin Blaze has always been known to be somewhat of a prevert, as old Archie Bunker would call it.
I say a prevert, Archie.
A prevert. Nonetheless, I gotta say, the Mack Attack has got to be one of my favorite new additions to the Renegade fold right here. These guys are exciting, they're fun to watch, they're skilled tacticians. I can't say enough good about these guys. I'd like to see them put the Stack Deck in their place.
Well, and the thing is that the Stack Deck, when you really think about it, Bobby Rossi, they're in a lot of trouble. I mean, they lost to the Strong Style Express at Legacy. Since then, not really that successful. They have no message, no drive. They're victims without a cause, if you will.
And they're a few cards shy of a full deck. You know, I'm not quite sure if Montero is not beside them for that reason, if they're suffering that loss at Legacy or not.
Monster Mack in training number 1 had a bit of a, almost a moonwalk to the corner.
Yeah, sure. Call it a moonwalk.
Yeah, why not?
What do you want to do?
We're on the commentary table. We can go whatever the hell we want, right?
Exactly.
That's why you have to be nice to the commentators.
Just don't call us late for dinner.
No, well, I mean, between the two of us, does it ever look like we've been late for breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snacks, whatever?
The only thing I've been early or on time for is on dinner in my life.
I've been early for other things, but we'll leave it at that.
Premature Peter.
All I'm going to say is it's a race, and I won. Anyway, back to things that matter. The Stack Deck still holding up their cards. The Jack of all trades, Chris Cruz, and the Joker in the funny man, Devin Blaze.
I'm not quite sure what card game that was. I'm partial to 500 rummy myself.
I'm a poker fan. I'm good at Texas Hold'em.
Next time you played poker, you got to pay for it.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see. I see, yeah. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be Monster Mack and Devin Blaze head out of the ring there. Devin Blaze slides back into the ring. Looks like he's going to start things off for the Stack Deck. guess if T Phoenix isn't going to be in the ring to dance, why not Monster Mack?
All I know is they're going to piss off Jason Devine, and he is going to come in there and he's going to dance his balls off.
Probably. I would agree with that. And looks like Monster Mack's going to go for a test of strength, and Jason Devine switches hands, back again. Both men lock up. And it looks like Jason Devine has the upper hand. Monster Mack now fully locked in. Both men chest to chest. Dancing cheek to cheek, if you will. And
he's getting his dancing, as he said. He wanted to tango, and obviously it takes two to do so.
well, and this crowd is fandangoing. Jason Devine spins back in, and he's dipped.
Instead of being a test of strength, I guess it's a test of tango.
Well, Devin Blaze is beside himself. All the dancing, I called Devin Blaze Jason Devine. I apologize to Jason Devine there. Now, collar elbow tie-up by Devin Blaze and Monster Mack. A waist lock by Devin Blaze on the taller Monster Mack. And now we have a little bit of disco going. A switch, snapmare takeover, nicely done by Devin Blaze. Going for a straight kick and a cover. Here we go, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And Devin Blaze is furious and tags out to Chris Cruz.
Close call on the bit of all this tomfoolery, I'd say.
Now training number 1 in Chris Cruz, once again, who Bobby Rossi knows quite well, a former member of Rossi and Company. Both men lock up, collar and elbow tie up, center of the ring. Cruz with a wrist lock on training number 1. Training number 1 rolls out, switches and has a wrist lock of his own. Switches into a hammer lock and a nice switch into a side headlock. Chris Cruz trying to fight out. And he breaks the hold, it looks like, muscling through, and now has a waist lock. Training number 1 trying to sweep the leg. He trades behind, a waist lock of his own. Chris Cruz trying to break the hands. Trying to lower his center of gravity. He switches on training number 1 into a headlock. Nicely done. Say what you will about Chris Cruz. He's a very, very good technical wrestler. Off the ropes goes Cruz. Training number 1 charges. And a big shoulder tackle by Chris Cruz. Off the ropes. Training number 1 ducks under. Chris Cruz off the ropes. And a big kick right to the mush of training number 1. Cruz off the ropes again, ducking into training number 1, and he sweeps the leg, and Chris Cruz eats a whole bunch of our canvas.
He may be a trainee, but he's not green. Looks like Cruz is getting pretty green with envy right now.
Training number sweeps in the ring, off the ropes, Cruz in the ring, looks for a clothesline, ducks under, waist lock, off the ropes, trips up Chris Cruz. Training number 1 has Cruz down. Charges Cruz up and over the top rope in front of the apron, now right in front of us here at commentary. Chris Cruz is beside himself, and the stacked deck, once again, in a lot of trouble.
That was a nice try. Going in and tag the funny man.
Chris Cruz making the hugging tag. I think that's popular in San Francisco.
That's the first time Cruz has really been taken off his feet like that in a long time.
Looks like a double hip top and what a slam by Devin Blaze, who screamed no as he was being slammed down. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Devin Blaze screaming why, poor K in the corner. Off the ropes goes Devin Blaze. Monster Mack, nice back elbow. And the stacked deck, Bobby Rossi, has not really been in control this entire match.
It seems as if things are falling apart at the seams for this stable. That's what it looks like.
Monster Mack charging, ducks under was Devin Blaze. Now on the second turnbuckle, kicks away Devin Blaze
Eat
again.
our words, dude. There's Chris Cruz at the clutch time, making that clutch play. That's why he is the jack of all trades. And it looks as if Blaze is going to capitalize as the Monster Mack's caught in a tree of woe. And this is not going to fare well for the Monster Mack. Tetrahydra Cannonball.
pulling Monster Mack off of the tree of woe. Devin Blaze now celebrating, but you know what? This is the first time the stacked deck have really been in control. Not a time to celebrate. Devin Blaze squaring up Monster Mack and stomps right on the nipple, if you will, the upper pectoral region of Monster Mack. And you would figure with that Green Ranger-like shield that he'd be safer.
I knew that. He looked familiar.
Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. I mean, the shield is what gave the Green Ranger all his power.
I thought it was
The Dragon Dagger as well.
right, the thing he played like a flute.
Right. I always wanted a Dragon Dagger when I was little, and now a chop to the back of Monster Mack. Into the corner goes Devin Blaze and Monster Mack. Kicks in the clothesline. Trainee number 1 getting in the ring. Devin Blaze is pushing Trainee out of the way, and now the referee's keeping Trainee number 1 out of the ring. A phantom tag, and Cruz is in the ring now. Chris Cruz, a big knee drop on Monster Mack. We have a cover, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
It's going to take more than a knee drop to count this guy out.
Monster Mack trying to fight back. He needs to get to his corner to Trainee number 1. A big chop. And now a back chop by Chris Cruz off the ropes. What a kick by Devin Blaze. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Come on, Mack, you got this, buddy.
Chris Cruz makes a tag to Devin Blaze in the corner.
I only imagine what it'd be like if Trainee number 1 to get the tag in here. He is on the apron. He is looking like he can't wait to go in there and equalize this matchup.
Trainee number 1, obviously the bigger of the 2 members of the Mack attack, is seething in the corner. Monster Mack needs to make a tag. Big forearm to Devin Blaze. Another big forearm to Devin Blaze. Monster Mack, a third forearm to Blaze. Blaze is kind of brushing him off, and a kick right to the kitchen sink almost, right in the middle of the gut. And a nice mule kick. Chris Cruz kicks right in the back of the head. Another kick to the back of the head. Off the ropes. And a drop kick right to the chin of Monster Mack. Devin Blaze cutting off the ring, dragging Monster Mack all the way to his corner. Big stomp to the chest of Monster Mack. And he is in a bad way, and that's just stating the obvious, Bobby Rossi.
Certainly he's in a bad way, but he hasn't given up. There's a lot of fight in these guys. It's one of the things I like about the Mack attack the most.
Devin Blaze looking for almost a rear naked choke on Monster Mack. He's got almost a straight choke right under the chin. Under the referee is saying it's not a choke. And Monster Mack is in a lot of pain. He's lost his vertical base. He's trying to power up. He does. Needing to break the hold. And Devin Blaze still fighting Mack with the elbow to the gut. Off the ropes. Devin Blaze cuts him off. And into an abdominal stretch. Nicely done by Devin Blaze. I hate to give credit, but, you know, give the devil his due. Nice lock up there on Monster Mack.
And it looks as if the Monster Mack hip tossed his way out of it. He's got Devin Blaze on his back. Reeling, doesn't know quite where he is, and it's time for him to capitalize. Oh, rookie mistake. He should know better than that.
Almost a Polish hammer knocking down Monster Mack, and Devin Blaze found 2. And you know, when Monster Mack was going off the ropes there, he was close enough to Trainee number 1 to make a tag. I'm surprised he didn't just tag out. Trainee number 1 is obviously the fresh man, and he is seething to get into the ring, Bobby Rossi.
On the same token, he's had Devin Blaze and Chris Cruz, playing hopscotch in and out of the ring, making blind, phony tags. Probably wanted to get a little bit of his shit in before he, tagged in Trainee. Can't say I blame him.
Now a tag on the back is Chris Cruz to Devin Blaze. And a big club to the back of Monster Mack, who is in a bad way here at Summertime Showdown. Monster Mack tried to fight out, gets a kick right to the chest for his troubles. Looking for a forearm. Monster Mack follows up with a forearm of his own. Another close-range forearm. Off the ropes, reversed by Chris Cruz. A kick right to the back of Monster Mack. Monster Mack goes after Devin Blaze and a forearm to Chris Cruz. Going for another one. Devin Blaze with the kick. He kicks him right back, and into a German suplex.
German. Wow.
Nicely done. Monster Mack is in need of a tag. He cannot find his own corner. He rolls out. He might have a chance for a tag. And he does it. Goes for a hip toss into a neck breaker. Nicely done, but again, missed the opportunity to make the tag.
We got a cover.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Monster Mack now seeing his opportunity to make a tag. He's crawling to his corner. He makes the tag to training number 1.
Here's training number 1. He's going to clean some house. Oh, here it is. I can't believe it's not Bala. He is greasing up the ring with these two.
Devin Blaze tried to go for a kick. He mounted Devin Blaze on the Chris Cruz with a nice neck breaker. Training number 1 in full control. Irish whip to Chris Cruz off the ropes. And a big spine buster.
Capitalized on that.
Off the ropes and a body splash. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2.
At the very last millisecond, Cruz gets his shoulder up off the mat.
Training number 1 looking for that senton again. He was low bridged by Devin Blaze.
Direct your attention elsewhere, Monster Mack. Oh, no, this is not going to bode well for him at all.
Chris Cruz setting up. It looks like for a Tiger Bomb, and it's a Tiger Driver! Good night, Irene. That's got to be it. Cover 1, 2, 3. It was
Jack of all trades and the funny man pull this one out once again, almost by the skin of their teeth. You had mentioned, Massey, that these guys didn't have the upper hand leading into this match. Boy, did they change the dynamic of it, completely taking the upper hand and almost making waste of the Mack attack.
totally destroyed Monster Mack at the time. Took training number 1 out, who was the freshman, and then Monster Mack, a valiant effort, but got caught in that Tiger Driver, the high-end Tiger Driver. And, I mean, it was all done after that. Monster Mack was cut off pretty much from the beginning of the match, from training number 1, and there was no real looking back for the stacked deck once they got their second win.
Look at over in the corner over there, we've got trainee number 1 who has one of the cards of the stacked deck. And it seems as if that really is getting the funny man all sorts of off his rocker. Nonetheless, man, you know, these guys, they made a couple overzealous moves in that ring and ended up getting the best of them. Stacked Deck capitalized on those maneuvers, and it just, I don't like the outcome of this.
Well, when we come back, it is going to be the match for the RWA Hype Championship. It's going to be the Heat Chris Pyro taking on the Sure Shot Damian Black. I don't know why I was going to say Devin Blaze, because he's still out there, honestly. So it's Damian Black taking on Chris Pyro for the RWA Hype Championship. That match is next.